So advanced cutting techniques. So this is the super sugar, okay? So you're gonna need acetone, Viagra, a painkiller of some sort, and sugar. And that painkiller, if you're even high enough level, you can substitute that for fentanyl, right? And so in order to do this, you're gonna need acetone and 2 flasks as well as 1 large dryer. We're going to mix up in the flasks. Now, when you do this, we're going to mix up both at the same time, but just make sure that when you add the ingredients, you add them in the same exact order or both of them. So if you add sugar first on the second one, and then so on and so forth. If the mix isn't the same on both lists when you apply the mix details, will not let you add both of them into the large dryer at the same time. So, again, make sure that you add the ingredients at the same time in the same order for both flasks before you add them into the dryer. Easy peasy. And then once you're done drying, we've successfully made super sugar. Now I'm going to show you to do the same exact recipe, but using dry ingredients, no acetone. So we're going to take the Viagra, the painkiller, and the sugar, and we're going to mix it all up into a large 300-gram mixer. The benefit to this, as opposed to melting it, is we've completely eliminated a step. We no longer have to melt it, and we no longer have to dry it. So either way, it's up to preference. So now, once you have that mix ready to go, so we take our super sugar and we're going to make a cut with it, right? So we're going to add 86 grams of super sugar into our large mixer, and then we're going to add the rest, all of the drug that we are intending to cut. In this case, amphetamines. You can do this with coke or amphetamine, just dry. This works fine. So this stuff is the super amp. Anything that I've applied with super sugar, I name it super. And obviously, they love the stuff. Can't get enough of it. So for H, you're going to want to follow the same principles. Basically, we're going to take it in a flask and melt it down with some acetone. And then we're going to add our super sugar to the mix. And then from there, obviously, we'll add it to a dryer. And then once that's done, easy peasy. So as you can see, it's 44 grams of the super sugar, 1 gram of acetone, and then the rest will all be heroin. And then 2 full flasks will be enough to fill up one of those dryers. All right, and for the X, Everything is just going to be dry ingredients. So we only need to have a mixer in order to process the stuff. And with the X, we're going to do pretty much the same as the amp or Coke because they're dry. We will basically add 86 grams of super sugar, and then the rest will be ecstasy. And then once done, put it into the pill press. The pill press only makes 100 pills at a time, so if you have a large mixer, make sure that you have at least 3 pill presses to process all 300. All right, and for cannabis, you're going to use acetone and melt down just like previous how we showed with heroin. Basically, you're going to add super sugar, acetone, and cannabis to the mix, and then apply that within the flask. And then once that's done, just throw it into one of the large dryers. If you do 2 of the flasks, it should be enough to fill up one of the large dryers full. And yeah, this basically, that's how you can cut down stuff in the later game once you're past like level 16 or 17.